Hello everyone, welcome to Cook, Create, Read, which I hope is going to be my little corner on the internet to document my life and my reading, and some reading vlogs and things like that to share with you all and to make some bookish friends. Hello, Editing Terry here. Just wanted to say, first of all, sorry about the glare on my glasses. I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that. I'm completely blind as a bat without them, so yep, not sure what I could do about that. Secondly, no idea what my hair is doing. Definitely need a haircut. And thirdly, take a shot for every time I say to be honest. Back to the video. So for my first video, I thought I would do the Bookish Newbie Tag. What better place to start than that? So I've got the questions written down here. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? So I'm starting this channel because I want to document my life, in particular my reading, but also my everyday life, my travels, and anything else that I get up to. I've been watching YouTube and Booktube for a really long time, many years, too many years, and I just feel like I would like to join in. I've wanted to do a YouTube channel for ages, but I've never really had the confidence, and I just feel like now's the right time to do that. So it's not really about numbers for me, it's more about documenting things for myself, so my travels, my reading, and my fairly boring life. The second question is, what are some unique things you can bring to Booktube? So I am 53 years old, and I think although there are other booktubers, middle-aged booktubers on the internet, I think there's space for more. So I'm planning to do themed reading vlogs, travel vlogs. And one of my favourite things to do when we travel is to visit local bookshops. So I will be including, book shopping in other countries and book hauls, and hopefully my perspective on life will bring a unique slant to my channel. Question 3 is, what are you most excited about for this channel? I'm most excited about having a record of my reading and my life, and contributing, as I said before, to this corner of the internet that I've been watching and getting so much from for so many years. And also hopefully making some Booktube friends and building a little community here. Question 4 is, why do you love reading? I think it's the same as for many people. For me, it is a form of escapism, and who doesn't want to escape from this crazy world at times? I think I love learning about... Oh, here's Chili. Hello, Chili. Want to say hello? Come here. Oh, this is Chili, our little cockapoo. She is 1.5 years old now, aren't you? You confused? Hey, what's going on? Oh. And so where was I? Why do you love reading? I also love learning about other people's lives. I'm nosy by nature, so I like to know what's going on in other people's lives. And it's also about learning, so learning about other cultures, about educational stuff as well, like sciencey stuff. Question 5 is, when did you start reading? So I can't remember a time when I wasn't reading, to be honest. My mum always used to tell a story about how when I was just able to sit up, so I guess about, 6 months, I don't know how old I was, to be honest, but I was a baby, and I used to just sit there paging through the yellow pages, which, for those of you who don't know, is like an old telephone directory with really thin pages, really thick. I just used to sit on the floor and page through carefully without tearing the pages or anything before I could even read. So I've loved books forever. And so I used to read all through my childhood. I found this picture, which I'll pop in a close-up of it. So I guess I must be about 9 years old here. I'm reading to my doll in the garden with some lovely 70s trousers on. Well, 70s, 80s maybe. So yeah, I've been reading since all my life. I can't remember a time really when I haven't read, although I have gone through stages where I haven't read, so phases in my life when I haven't read at all. But yeah, I can't really remember a time when I haven't been a reader. Number 6 is what book got you into reading? Because it was such a long time ago, I can't really remember a specific book, but I do remember when I was a child loving Enid Blyton's books, especially the Mallory Towers books. And I think I love those, and the Famous Five books. So I love those because I was born in Northern Ireland and my parents were British, but we moved to South Africa when I was 4. And to me, reading about Mallory Towers, the boarding school, it just built up this idyllic picture of life in England in my head. And also the Famous Five. Famous Five I got into because my mum, who's also a big reader, she pretty much basically solely read mystery and crime books, and I think she got me into the Famous Five because they were, you know, the mystery books for children. So I really enjoyed those. Also Nancy Drew. Yeah, so those are the books that I can remember vividly reading when I was a child and rereading on multiple occasions. Question 7 is, what kind of books do you like to read? I like to read all different genres, mostly literary fiction, mystery thrillers, psychological thrillers, domestic thrillers. I also read a bit of sci-fi and fantasy, not too much, but occasionally I do like to read those. I also read some non-fiction. I like memoirs of non-famous people. I don't really like celebrity memoirs, although I have read a few that I quite liked. And what else do I read? I also like non-fiction books in the sciencey kind of genre, so about the human body or nature, or, you know, natural phenomenon like volcanoes and things like that, weird stuff. Question 8 is, where do you like to read? I read in an armchair downstairs in the front room. Usually that's where I'll read. If it's nice and warm outside, I'll read outside as well. Like, I do enjoy reading outside in the summer. I'm not a huge bed reader, although sometimes I will read my Kindle in bed. I just don't find it very comfortable. I don't know why, it's just not very comfortable. But yeah, my favourite place to read is in my armchair. Question 9 is, what does your book collection look like? So I will show you. This is a shelf in our front room where I keep all my classics. So I've got some Penguin Modern Classics on the top and then some vintage red spines at the bottom. That's a picture of my lovely mum from probably the 1960s. So yeah, I've just got a small collection of the Penguin Modern Classics. I just love the covers of these, to be honest. I like the design of them. And then I've got a slightly bigger collection of the vintage red spine ones. And I've got most of these from charity shops. Rarely buy them new, to be honest. So yeah, that's my classic shelf. This is a book trolley, and on here I've got all the books that I am hoping to get to read soon, although, you know, I'm never going to read all these even in a year, to be honest. And as you can see, it's getting a bit out of hand as well. It's double-sided as well, so I'll just give you a close-up view of this side. And if I buy any new books, they tend to go on here as well, because the plan is to read them as soon as possible. And you can see it's a mess. It needs sorting out. And this is the other side of it. Far too many books on here. I've just got too many books, to be honest. And then also behind there, which I'm not really going to show you because it's an absolute mess, I've got 3 shelves of cookery books and a drinks bar. And then in my bedroom is where I keep my main bookshelves. I've got them sorted in rainbow order at the moment, which I don't really like, to be honest. I prefer to keep them alphabetically by author, but it is what it is right now. And this is also needs a bit of a clear out. It's a mess. Each section is double stacked, so there's 2 stacks of books in each section. It's just a nightmare, to be honest. me know how you organise your books. Are you by colour girly or alphabetical, by genre? I'd like to keep them by genre actually, but I just don't really have the space for that, unfortunately. Oh, hello, Jilly. And then over here on my nightstand, I have got some non-fiction books. These are also double stacked. Well, not double, yeah, double stacked. So 2 rows in each shelf. And then inside my wardrobe, I've got this little shelf in here, and this is where, these are all my favourite books ever. And there's a few more of my favourites at the back over there. And then at the front is short stories. It's chaos. And then this is my daughter's bedroom. My daughter's 26. She loves reading as well. So this is her shelf that I have access to, so I call it mine. And let's be honest, I bought most of these anyway, so what's hers is mine. So that is my book collection. Organised chaos, I like to call it, but I'm not so sure about the organised. It gets really out of hand really quickly, but I've been around a long time, so I've got a lot of books. Question 10 is questions to ask your favourite booktuber. So I found this question quite hard, to be honest, because I've been watching my favourite booktubers for so long. I think they've probably answered all my questions. I guess one question is, how do you find the time? You know, I work full time and got a house and family, although the children are adults, but they still need looking after. I've got a dog and a husband, and you know, it's busy. I don't know how they all find the time to keep up their channels so consistently for so long, but hopefully I will be able to do that. And the final question is challenges to overcome with starting this channel. So for me, oh, it was the dog. I thought it was someone at the door. For me, the main challenge will be consistency. I do tend to start things on a whim and forget about them after a little while. But also for me, what this channel is about is I really enjoy the editing side of, I really enjoy editing videos. I just really like the process. It's kind of a creative outlet for me. And so hopefully that will keep me going. I will definitely enjoy editing the videos more than filming them. I feel very awkward in front of the camera. I hate the sound of my voice, but hopefully I will be able to overcome those challenges and keep to a consistent schedule of uploading videos. So that's all the questions. But on that note, I am hoping to upload a video once a week, at least. Well, once a week to start with, let's not get over ambitious. So the next video, I am planning to do a themed reading vlog, and it's about books that have a very similar cover. So that will be coming up soon. We are going on a road trip holiday very soon, which I will be vlogging, but those will take a long time for me to edit and get up on the channel. But so if any of that sounds interesting to you, and you want to see more about what I'm reading and what I'm doing and what I'm up to, then please subscribe if you want to. I would be thrilled if anybody watched this video and liked it. So if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be really good. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.